Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. In today's video, I want to share with you my top 10 calming and soothing serums. I think a lot of people associate calming and soothing skincare just for those with sensitive skin, but actually, no matter what your degree of skin sensitivity, I think everyone could benefit from at least one of these serums in their skincare routine. A lot of the actives that we layer into our routine can be quite irritating and inflammatory on the skin, so having something that can counteract those side effects, calm, soothe, and restore equilibrium is really good for the overall skin's health, will help you to glow to the gods. So sit back, relax, let's talk the best calming and soothing serums. Now, before we get into this video, a little bit of a disclaimer, and that's to say, I've only recently started to focus down on calming and soothing elements within my own skincare routine. So I'm sharing with you my top 10 that I've tried, tested, and put through their paces, but this by no means is a comprehensive list. I know a lot of you guys out there, particularly those that have very sensitivity-prone skin, will have been using products similar to these for years, so I would really value your input and recommendations. So promise me you'll sound off in the comments section below and share with me any of your personal favourites. Whilst you're down there, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and a like, because the more likes the video gets, the more widely YouTube distributes it on its platform. So it's just a wonderful way of helping as many people as possible discover our wonderful Mad About Skin community. Now, I've got a lot of products to get through, and I want to go through them all in quite a lot of detail. So shall we just cut that waffle and delve straight on in? Now, when we're talking calming and soothing serums, certain ingredients will spring to mind. Ideally, you should be reaching out for products that contain wonderful ingredients such as Centella asiatica, madecassoside, madecassic acid, panthenol, allantonin. You're looking for things such as green tea, which can have a wonderful calming and soothing effect on the skin, and also things such as ferments. Fermented ingredients can be wonderful at hydrating, nourishing, and calming the skin. Now, for me, in pole position, this calming and soothing serum that I personally reach for most frequently in my own skincare routine is this. This is the Geek and Gorgeous Stress Less Serum. I love this product, and for the longest time I thought, because I have a very oily, acne prone skin type that isn't naturally disposed to sensitivity, that there wasn't going to be a product out there for me. This absolutely disproved that theory, because not only is it super lightweight on the skin, it doesn't break you out, it gives a meaningful but lightweight level of hydration, and it contains two fantastic ingredients to calm, soothe, and restore equilibrium. So in here you've got that madecassoside, which I just called out has been a wonderful ingredient for calming. And you've also got some beta-glucan, like oat derivatives, that in the long term will help reduce inflammation in the skin. One of the main reasons I started reaching for a calming and soothing serum is I'm pretty prone to dark spots and hyperpigmentation as a result of my adult acne. One of the biggest triggers for hyperpigmentation is inflammation in the skin. So even though I didn't have a particularly sensitive skin type, I wanted to keep any inflammation in check. I reached for this, and it kind of just does it. Beautifully affordable price point, a really nice lightweight gel consistency on the skin, and this is one that I would reach for time and time again, and probably the one that I'm going to take forward for my own skincare routine in the future. I've left a link to this product, as I will all the products mentioned in today's video, in the description box below. So if you want to check out the price point wherever in the world you are, the reviews, the ingredients in more depth, it's kind of all there for your convenience, but this definitely worthy of that first place position. Now, a product that works in a very different way but delivers very similar outcomes is the Hylamide Sensitive Fix. So this probably would have been in first place if the whole Hylamide brand wasn't being discontinued. I was devastated when Decim announced that that was taking place, because so many of their products were my holy grails from the Sub-Q range. I loved a lot of their hydrators, and I really love this Sensitive Fix serum. So this has a very unique mechanism of action. It's got various different ingredients to calm and soothe, but also to balance out the pH of the skin. So our skin has a natural acid mantle that surrounds it. This is really important because the slightly acidic nature of our skin keeps the bacteria levels in check. Generally speaking, the good bacteria that sit on our skin prefer an acidic environment, the bad bacteria an alkaline one. So by keeping everything just ever so slightly acidic, it prevents that proliferation of the bad bacteria. Because we use a lot of different actives, some of them alkaline, some of them acidic, it can kind of mess with the acid mantle on the skin, which is why this Sensitive Fix by Hylamide is the product that I use after any of my higher potency actives. I often talk about buffering here on the channel, which is where you use something such as an exfoliating acid or a vitamin C, and then you buffer with an ingredient before applying your pH sensitive ingredients such as peptides. This can get a little bit confusing, but this is my preferred buffering serum. It's got lots of different ingredients in here that are going to rebalance the skin's pH to its natural state of 5.5, so just keep that acid mantle in check. That's wonderful because it means you can apply your peptides without worrying about them being denatured by the acidic vitamin C or exfoliating acids, and it just returns everything restores that equilibrium. This, I will be really, really disappointed when it's finally discontinued, but they still have loads of stock of it left, and you can get 50% off using the code DECIUM50, capital D, with the link in the description box below. It's all there if you want to know a little bit more about it. But for me, this now comes in with that 50% discount as £7. So affordable for the quality of formulation that you get, and this is a great option for buffering between low pH products and your pH sensitive peptides. Now let's keep with the Decium family of products and talk about the NIOD Modulated Glucoside Serum. Now I actually decanted this into a survival bottle because I preferred the pump on this one, so I rinsed it through and then decanted the product because I do find a little goes a long way, so I preferred a pump. But I'll leave an image of it here in case you want to know what it looks like in its natural state. I love this product. It took me a while to get my head round it because the way that NIOD sell this is very much designed for people that have impaired barrier function. Great if you have eczema or certain other conditions within the skin that lead you very prone to sensitivity. And I thought kind of none of that applies to me, so this isn't a product that I really need. I tried it out and I was literally amazed at how quickly this acts. You can put this on the skin, sleep and wake up, and kind of all that sensitivity, redness and any irritation that you have due to an impaired skin barrier function is gone like that. Yes, it comes with a slightly higher price point, which I will call out, but I think for the speed of the results that you get, it is definitely worth it. I know loads of you guys out there that have persistent barrier issues with the skin, really high levels of sensitivity and redness. Reach for this as like your go-to holy grail. And whilst maybe because I don't have that much sensitivity, I don't get the full benefits out of this, I still find myself reaching for it because it's just a really nice, calming and soothing product. If you have a particularly sensitive skin type and you've used this product with success, sound off in the comment section below and share your experiences because I think it's really important to get that conversation going. But this is definitely worth paying more to get a little bit more, and the NIOD Modulated Glucosides works so well for so many people. Now, I guess keeping with the skin barrier function, two products that I think often get compared like for like, and maybe in a bit of an unfair way. I'm guilty of this. I've actually done a shorts video comparing the two, which I'll link up there. But it's these two. This is the Stratia Liquid Gold and the Crave Great Barrier Relief Serum. They actually have very different ingredients, but they kind of both claim to support the natural barrier function of the skin, calm, soothe, and hydrate. They both absolutely deliver that, and I think if I had to choose between the two, I'd probably fall on the Stratia Liquid Gold. I feel it just has a better finish on the skin, slightly less greasy. However, I know a lot of people reach for the Crave and have it as their holy grail, so I think this will come down to personal preference. They both have tamanu oil in here, which is a wonderful calming and soothing hydrating oil. You've also got ceramides, you've got panthenol, allantonin, so they've got a lot of key ingredients, but they've also got some differences as well. So if you're struggling to work out which of these two is right for your individual skin's needs, check out that short video where I kind of break it down in more detail. The Stratia is now slightly cheaper in terms of price point, which is another reason why I'll probably gravitate to it more. But both of these are wonderful. If the sensitivity and the irritation that you have in your skin is linked to the skin barrier, you use these on a consistent basis. It'll boost the barrier function, return the skin's health, and it kind of, I like to think it as protecting the skin from future sensitivity issues. These two calm, soothe, and hydrate you to the gods. Now, finally, for like the all-encompassing products, before I call on to a couple of very specific ones, I'm going to call out this. This is the Soul Sister Beauty Fresh Skin Facial Mist. Now, not only was I drawn to this, I'm not going to lie, because of the packaging. It just looked so gorgeous, so uplifting, and very different on the shelf. So that was the main reason I reached for this. But then I tried it and fell in love. So this is a wonderful, like all-encompassing multi-purpose mist. So if you want your calming and soothing delivered in that mist form, this is probably the one that I'd reach for. It comes with a relatively high price point, so I will call that out. But it's one of those products that I use as and when I need it. Keep it in the fridge for that ultimate cooling. It's just such a wonderful product. You've got allantonin in here, you've got other calming and soothing extracts, you've got that metacasicide, you've got some great hydrators, and this comes with one of the best mists I've ever seen on a product. Super fine, so it's not one of those that leaves the water droplets on the skin. You can spritz between your water-based serums for some extra penetration and some additional hydration. It's just a super flexible mist that I would definitely recommend. Now, I refer to any of the products that I've just talked about as like all-encompassing. It doesn't really matter what triggers your sensitivity, your redness, irritation, irritation and inflammation, these products will just deal with it. They restore the equilibrium, they calm, they soothe, and they've got multiple different ingredients that are going to deliver that, which is why I think they're all such wonderful options. However, I've got 4 other serums that are going to be a little bit more targeted in the way that they work. Let's first call out this. This is the Make Prem Extra Moisture Essence containing panthenol. This is one of my personal favourites. This comes in a very different texture. So it's a hybrid between a serum and a cream, slightly thicker than some of the other products, so you get a little additional hydration. Why I love this is it's got a ridiculously high concentration of panthenol, which is a wonderful B vitamin that's clinically proven to calm and soothe the skin. It's maybe not as comprehensive as the other products, but if you're just looking for like a bit of a quick fix, you don't have any real in-depth skin irritation issues, you want something to just keep it in check, this is a really nice, super affordable, easy to layer product that I would definitely recommend. For people like me that don't have a lot of sensitivity, this is probably going to be the option that I would recommend. It kind of does everything you want it to do. It's not as advanced as some of the other options, but it also comes with much lower price point, so you kind of always have to bear that in mind. I really love this, and if you're worried that any of the other products might be a little bit too thick on the skin, use this as your moisturiser. If you've got super oily skin like me, this is all the hydration you'll actually need, and that panthenol will just calm and soothe everything down. A really, really nice option. A product that seems to be getting a lot of hype online is this. This is the Lab Prebiotic Sera Liquid. So we talked about the acid mantle in the skin and how our skin is slightly acidic to, balance out the good and the bad bacteria. It also has a microbiome on there, and again, all linked to those good and bad elements that are in our skin. And this is a wonderful, wonderful prebiotic product that keeps all of the good bacteria in check, feeds them what they need, hydrates you, and calms and soothes at the same time. I find with this one, the scent puts me off ever so slightly. It kind of has a bit of a yogurty scent to it, which I'm not surprised with that prebiotic element to it. But that wasn't personally for me. But if that doesn't bother you, this is a wonderful, wonderful product that's going to keep the microbiome in check, feed all those good elements of the skin, to just really like invest in the skin's health in the long term. I don't think you get those instant fixes with this that maybe you do with the other products, but it's more like an investment now for the long term, and I'm all about that. Again, if you've got any experience with this, sound off in the comments section below, and because that scent, maybe I didn't put it through its paces quite as vigorously as I did the rest of the product, but I definitely started to see some improvement, so it's definitely one that's worth calling out. Now finally, I want to talk about these 2 products. We've got the V-Green Skin Barrier Rishishi Serum, which is a wonderful, wonderful blend of different ferments and extracts which are going to boost the skin's health and calm, soothe and nourish. And here we've got the PSA Skin Liquid Panacea. Again, blends ferments, you've got some kombucha in here, you've got some madecassoside. So both of these are designed to be like a really calming, soothing serum based on those fermented elements. Ferments not only increase the potency of the ingredient that you're actually fermenting, but it also helps to add some additional hydration. Fermented skincare is very much something that's coming out of the Asian market. You don't often see it formulated in products delivered from the West and Western brands, which I think is a shame. But these 2 really are wonderful, wonderful serums that'll get you your fix of your ferments in your skincare routine, calm you, soothe you, and neither of them need to break the bank. I think for the V-Green one, I paid like £9, which is like $13. So it's a really, really well-priced serum. The PSA one is slightly more expensive. I think I paid like £15. But again, a little goes a long way. And I think for the quality of the fermented ingredients in here, they're both definitely worth it. So there you have it, guys, a rundown of my 10 favourite calming, soothing and equilibrium restoring serums. Well, and a mist thrown in there too. What would you recommend? What do you think's missing from this list? Sound off in the comment section below. For me, I think there is a place for one of these serums in just about everyone's skincare routine. Maybe you don't have super sensitivity prone skin. There's still a benefit to be had from these for minimising any irritation and inflammation in the long term. They also work great as like buffering agents between those low pH ingredients and your pH sensitive peptides, which is something I would definitely recommend doing in your skincare routine. And they can also add some additional hydration. There's a wonderful range of different price points here, so hopefully this is just giving you a little inspiration for your calming and soothing needs. Wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and love your skin. Take care. Bye!